Good morning. Right, President Cyril Ramaphosa announced the deployment of the South African National Defence Force to assist police in tackling organised crime, gang violence and illegal mining in the Western Cape. The president was delivering his 10th State of the Nation address in Cape Town last night. For more on this, let's cross over to SABC News reporter Corbin August. Corbin, whereabout are you? And I can imagine you're trying to get a sense from how people are feeling the morning after, the night before.
Well, yes, indeed. Good morning to you and to the viewers. Well, this morning we are visiting the bus terminus here in the Cape Town CBD. And as you can see around me, it's a hive of activity as people from various areas across Cape Town make their way into the city and then make their way from here to work via this bus terminus. And of course, we have been trying to speak to some of these people who are coming through just to get their views and their reactions on this announcement that President Cyril Ramaphosa made last night in connection with the deployment of the army. And of course, this is expected to bolster policing forces and help with crime prevention activities here in the Western Cape. And we know the province has been in the grips of the scourge of high levels of crime, drug abuse, violence, and it has just gripped communities here in the Western Cape. And it's been a problem that police have just been battling to bring under control for a very long time now. And at this stage, residents are at their wits' end and are just praying for some relief, hoping that this deployment of the army will now help to assist with crime-fighting efforts and help them communities and also help them feel safer. Now, while we were here, we were trying to speak to various residents from across Cape Town, but of course everybody's on their way to work. There is, however, one person, Shia from Grassy Park, who has now taken time to come and speak to us to share her views on this deployment and this announcement. Shia, thank you so much. We know you're very busy and on your way to work. Maybe just what you think about the army being deployed.
Good morning. I think it's a very good idea that the army is being deployed because of the high crime rate that's happening now in the Western Cape especially. And the people need to feel safe. These days you don't feel safe anymore. You have to keep on looking around you. It is very, very deeply concerning and it causes a lot of distress. And I think it's very good what the government is doing for our country at this moment. Thank you.
Where you are there in Grassy Park, just what are some of the major crime incidents that you maybe have to deal with on a daily basis?
Okay, there's a lot of incidents of robbery that's taking place. And you have to watch your bags, and especially when you are commuting to work. Grassy Park seems to be a fairly safe place in the morning, but there are elements that are lurking around, so you always have to be on your guard. Also, there's a lot of drug trafficking happening amongst the young people, which is a big concern. There's unemployment, which is high as well. So those concerns. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Shia. Well, of course, that was a resident from Grassy Park, Shia, who's on her way to work, just giving us her views. And of course, she's saying they welcome this announcement of the deployment of the army to various areas here on the Cape Flats, which is hopefully going to assist with crime fighting and help bring down those high levels of crime and gang violence. With that, back to you in studio.
All right, Corbin, thanks so much. We'll check in with you again a bit later.